Hey everyone, and welcome back to the ATD Movie Channel. I'm Tony, and today I'll be reviewing Mission Impossible Fallout, the 6th installment in the franchise starring Tom Cruise. Let's jump right into it. So, I had an amazing time at the movies with this film. It is the 6th in the series, and it seems that Tom Cruise just dives deeper and deeper into these movies with each of the subsequent sequels. And one of the main things I liked about this film is the cast. And I think, again, you can't talk about this franchise without talking about Tom Cruise. He is such an underrated actor. My brother and I talk about this all the time. He's fantastic in everything that he does. The movie may not turn out to be great that he stars in, but you know you're going to get a solid performance from Tom Cruise, regardless of genre, supporting cast, the story being told, etc. And he does not disappoint in this film. And I'll talk about his character a little bit later in the review. Also returning is Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg. And the three of them together just have this great chemistry between them, and it's just fun to watch. Now, Jeremy Renner is a very obvious omission from this sequel, and I haven't done my research to tell you exactly why, but it was pretty apparent that there was just a tiny piece of Renner missing in this film that may have added to it. But I think what happened was the writers and the director added Henry Cavill instead. And let's talk about Henry Cavill for just a minute. He plays Walker with the CIA, and his boss, played by Angela Bassett, puts him in the mix because she wants him to kind of oversee the IMF group. And I'll talk about his character a little bit later, but he brings a physical and emotional presence to the movie that contrasts the Tom Cruise character, Ethan Hunt. Now, that's primarily the main actors and characters. There's a great supporting cast in this film that I think does a great job of fleshing out the movie. Actors and actresses like Rebecca Ferguson, Sean Harris, who plays the villain, the aforementioned Angela Bassett, Alec Baldwin, and these are just to name a few. And I think they did a really great job of juggling all these characters, giving them something important to do or say without overstuffing the film. Now, I have to spend the bulk of this review telling you about the action, because the action in this movie is unbelievable. There's action sequences where it is so obviously Tom Cruise, and it's just from the way that the camera captures his face during a chase or a jump from a plane or what have you. And the one I want to talk about primarily is the one used in a lot of the marketing. It is this halo jump. Now, the camera moves from his face, watching the actor jump out of the plane, and it's him. It's Tom Cruise jumping out of this plane at 25,000 feet. And it's pretty incredible, you guys. I mean, you don't see a lot of actors commit to the kind of stunts there are in this movie. And again, it goes back to Tom Cruise, the actor, just being willing to do anything or whatever it takes. There's also a motorcycle scene where they're chasing each other through Paris, and just being to Paris and knowing some of the landmarks. It was a fun action scene to see all the major monuments and such where they're chasing through the city. And then there's the climax with the two helicopters. It's, you know, highlighted in multiple trailers, and I think it's just a fantastic action film, and the practicality of these action sequences cannot go ignored. Also worth noting is the score. I think that because the film is globetrotting, the movie does a great job of highlighting some music from around the world, always elevating the energy and always elevating the tense moments. I think everything is magnified with this score and so perfectly done to match the action and the storytelling in this movie. Now, you can't talk about the action without really talking about the director and the cinematographer. And I think this movie takes the best of the franchise and it just kicks it up a notch. I mean, the camera is placed by director of photography Rob Hardy in new and inventive ways, things that you've never seen before in an action sequence, and it puts you right inside the action. Now, I could tell you, after being a veteran moviegoer, there is CG used in this movie, but it's rare. And it's really hard to spot unless you're looking for it. And I think this is a great compliment to the filmmakers because so much of the movie is done practically. Now, director Christopher McQuarrie brought a unique blend of action and storytelling to the franchise. It's going to stick out as the best for some people, maybe not me, but for a lot of people, this will be considered the best in the franchise. Now, as much as I love the movie, the actors, and the action, there is some things that I didn't like, and I don't think it's nitpicking. For me, it's the script. That's the biggest problem with the movie. The story and the overall narrative are great, and there's some really great stuff explored in the film, specifically speaking, Ethan Hunt's motivations and who he is as a person. That's really great stuff. But the movie tries way too many times to throw in twist after twist. And this may be a personal preference, but I think others will agree that it became convoluted and it just pulled me out of the film. So much so that by the final, quote-unquote twist, the audience was laughing in my theater because it just was unbelievable at that point. And then another major problem I had with the script was how they wrote the Henry Cavill character of Walker. There's really no exploration into him besides a line or two of exposition. We don't know why he's doing what he's doing. We don't know why the character exists in this universe. And it's too bad because I felt like the Jeremy Renner character of Brand got a much deeper introduction into the franchise with his two movies of Ghost Protocol and Rogue Nation. Now, in conclusion, this will definitely be a fan favorite that stands the test of time for years to come. For me personally, Ghost Protocol remains my favorite in the Mission Impossible franchise, but Fallout is certainly in the top 2 or 3. It's a fantastic film. It's skillfully crafted by McQuarrie, Tom Cruise, and company, and I think the entire crew needs to be commended on creating an amazing spy thriller film that does hold up against other franchises in this genre. So, have you seen Fallout? Is it your favorite Mission Impossible film? If it's not, which one is? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified of content uploaded regularly. You can find other movie reviews on the channel as well. Thanks for watching my review for Mission Impossible Fallout. I'll talk to you soon.